their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway from Santa Clara. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Here's Lance. That's complete to Dwelly, his tight end. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense, because to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lance getting this out to the flat. Mostert. They find some open field here. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 27-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Now here comes Ayuk on the jet sweep. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Lance on target to Samuel for a Niner first. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up. 1st and goal. We've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league. No question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it's enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel from 6 yards away. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. On the return from his end zone, Malik Taylor. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. On play action, it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 22 yards there, a 1st down. A run with Jones on 1st down, not going to yield much. A yard tops. 2nd down coming up.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Rodgers. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Pass rusher extraordinaire, Dee Ford that time getting the sack. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. What a start defensively.
Check it down.
Gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack. And that's what I'm seeing so far.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
On 2nd and 10, Lance. He's got room to run past the 20 as he's all the way up to the 24-yard line. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Rolling to his right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Lance now on first down. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the final clocking on the next-gen stats there, how about this? 22.1 miles per hour. Wow. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Lance. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Brings up 3rd down and 11. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Lance to throw it. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 2nd and goal, Lance dancing to his left to the goal line, but it's incomplete. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? They'll run with Mostert. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. And that'll set them back 5. The kick by Gold is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cobb. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there at 22. Rodgers now on 1st down. That's complete, and once again, it's Cobb. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1.
Oh.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. On the return from his end zone, Malik Taylor. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Rodgers going to throw. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 21. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Flush to his right. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Jones. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of 2 there. Second down. They'll try again with Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Lance looking to throw it. This one caught by Kittle. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 4. Working from the gun, Lance. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. The Niners on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Lance going to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Lance, a handoff here to Mostert. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Lance. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Preston Smith in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quick, like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
Whoa. Kick the ball, brother. Oh, it's a fake. It's a fake.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Here's Jones. And running. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got it out.
Yes, sir.
The 30.
Yes, sir.
10. 5. Touchdown, Packers. You think about the great running backs in the game today. I don't know if Aaron Jones is a name that comes immediately to mind, but it should, evidenced by that run there. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is now 14-10.
14, 49ers 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Yeah.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens in.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Preston Smith in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Good D.
Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long.
Watch him.
Back to throw.
Nope.
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll go again to Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 113 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Come on.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.